Hey there guys, Sandro here, and today I've got some Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker defense type gameplay. If you're just joining the series now, I recommend viewing the attack, range, and heal type videos I've already made, since this is the fourth and final one in the series. Just like before, we'll run through the basics first, and then take a look at some online footage. For now though, let's talk about the class itself. As you can see, the defense type wields a massive sword, specifically here Zabuza's Executioner's Blade. In the final game there will be non-sword weapons available for this type, including Hidan Scythe for example. However, regardless of the selected weapon, the large sweeping attacks will remain the same. You also have access to a hyper-armored attack by pressing the heavy attack button. What this means is that no other physical attack can interrupt yours, short of causing you to die. Thankfully, the 1000 points of health let the defense type stay around for quite a while. Contrary to the attack type, this melee fighting class relies on standing their ground as opposed to darting around at high speeds. Specifically, the defense type is the slowest moving class in the game. There do exist unique movement options with the spiky human boulder, for example, but generally speaking this class is more of an area of effect specialist, both in their fighting style as well as jutsu options. In the limited gameplay I got during the first two betas, the defense type had the least variety of selectable jutsu. Since then, a bunch of new ones have been announced, including Gaara's AoE Sand Slow and Yamato's Wood Style. However, for the clips I've got today, that's not going to be available. I'll be the first one to admit that my defense type is probably the worst out of all my classes. It's not that it's bad or that I'm bad, but in terms of gameplay style, I prefer to be more mobile. So a tank like the defense type just really isn't my specialty. That being said, I hope you'll still learn something new with the clips I've got today. At the very least, you can laugh at how bad I am with this type. What a way to go for that guy. Sometimes running away can be the best move, I guess. Anyway, going back to the start, I activate the spiked human boulder jutsu, which is what you want to do in a situation like this. Everybody's back is turned and they're pretty much looking like bowling pins ready to get knocked over. As you can see, the maneuverability with this jutsu is pretty high. I was able to do a full figure 8 and then some. Now the most recent version of Shinobi Striker apparently reduces the duration slightly, or so I've been told. Up ahead I try to counter this guy's Rasen Shuriken with my Sand Shield, but it actually made it inside of the shield before I finished summoning it, so that's a pretty sweet attention to detail they added in. After getting blown up, I just activate my ultimate, the Water Prison Jutsu, since I was scared of getting comboed to death. Usually you want to save this jutsu for the objective, since it's really good there, but since we were winning 1-0, I thought, why not? All that being said, my team still manages to capitalize on the awkward ult, landing some multi-person jutsu and repelling the enemy team. Nice job, guys. So the enemy team is shattered by now, there's maybe one guy left. I quickly fall off a cliff here, but even though I messed up, it lets me sneak up behind this guy and give him the 2-for-1 special. Now if you're ever in doubt during a team fight like I was over here, just press the heavy attack button. It doesn't do massive damage, but it will protect you and your allies quite a bit due to the armored properties. So at this point the action dies down a bit. I've used the spiky human boulder jutsu to make sure that the flag is safe, since you never know who can sneak up on it and when. Thankfully all is clear, since my allies helped to finish that last guy off without me. This cliff over here seems like a pretty nice position to be in, especially if your ally is a range type. Shooting fireballs from behind the shield could prove to be a good tactic when the game is fully released. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, this is the last engagement coming up here. I had low HP going into it, so instead of the usual rough and tumble tactics, it was going to take a little bit more work to win. By all means, this guy should have got me, since I was basically a single combo away from death. But for some reason, I avoided the hard knockdown from his Rasen Shuriken. Partial hitbox, maybe? Thankfully, this cliff was nearby, and with a short hop chakra jump, I managed to confuse this guy enough to get a kill. So like I said before, my time with the defense type was limited but fun. This is all I've got for now, but you guys can definitely expect more from the third beta as well as when the game finally releases. If you enjoyed the series, feel free to leave a like and comment telling me what you think about Shinobi Striker. That's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see ya in the next one.